I have an upcoming trip to New York City where I'll have to stay either at an Airbnb or a hotel for 2 weeks. But the decision between Airbnbs and hotels was made significantly easier by the IHG One Rewards Premier credit card and the intro offer on it. In this video, let's dive into the IHG One Rewards Premier card, the IHG program itself, the amazing intro offer I was able to avail on this credit card, and how it's unlocking 5 free nights in New York City. If you're new here, my name is Abhi. This is Credit Debit with Abhi. And if content like this resonates with you, hit the like and subscribe button below. And like we do in all of our videos, without further ado, let's dive in. In the first section of this video, I want to focus on why I considered the IHG program in the first place. Well, there are two specific reasons. Number one is that I recently stayed at Intercontinental in Da Nang, and I recently reviewed that hotel, and if you haven't checked out that video, I'll link it up there. And when I was researching hotels in Vietnam and came across the Intercontinental in Da Nang, I came across the IHG program and its presence all across the world. The IHG program currently sits on about 6,500 properties total. And the program has over 4,400 hotels in the Americas. And as I mentioned in the Intercontinental Da Nang review, while my experience at the Intercontinental in Da Nang was well below expectations, that's one of 6,500 hotels. Being in this game got me interested in what IHG properties generally have to offer. And the reviews across credit card YouTubers isn't that bad, honestly. The second reason comes down to my 524 status. If you do not know what 524 is, well, Chase has this rule where if you've opened 5 or more credit cards in the last 24 months, they will automatically deny you for the next credit card application that you make with Chase. And I fell below 524 this past week, which opened up a window of opportunity to apply to different Chase credit cards. And I've talked about what I wanted to do in my strategy video earlier in the year. So what were my options? Obviously, I gravitated towards the Chase business credit card because I wanted to work towards globalist status. And with the Chase business credit card, if you spend $10,000 on the credit card, you get 5 qualifying nights. However, I do not have a lot of expenses coming on the business side of the equation. So that credit card as well as the Chase IHG business credit card were out of question. Which then brought me over to the personal side where the Chase Sapphire Reserve with its elevated bonus offer could have been interesting. However, I would not have qualified for it. I have already availed of the Chase Sapphire bonus points when I first applied for the card, so that makes me ineligible for bonus points on the new card, which is how I landed on the IHG Premier credit card. Let's talk about the benefits of the credit card. When I was applying for this credit card, I saw an elevated intro offer where I could get 5 free award nights after spending $5,000 in the first 3 months of card ownership. Each of these free award nights were capped at 60,000 points. And unlike the other free award nights that you get with the card every single year, you cannot really top these up with extra points. But we'll come to how this is the massive unlock that I'm going to be using in New York City. But let's go over the rest of the benefits of the credit card. The card comes with a $99 annual fee and a free anniversary night that is valued at 40,000 points and can be topped up with extra points. And even if you valued IHG points at about 0.5 cents, you're getting $200 of value right there. The other cash benefit is the $50 benefit that you get in the form of United TravelBank. This is broken down into $25 into each half of the year, and all you need to do is link your IHG credit card to the United profile that you have. And then you can basically use the TravelBank like cash for any flight bookings that you make with United or even with United's partner airlines through the United portal. You also get complimentary platinum status, which is the second highest tier of status within the IHG program. It gives you access to a variety of features. Some key features though are the 60% bonus points that you get at Platinum, the upgrades available at check-in when there is availability, a welcome amenity, but bear in mind it does not include breakfast, early check-in when available, and the potential for late checkout. And if you're a persona that is focused on earning the highest status possible with the IHG program, well, you can do that just with this credit card by spending $40,000 in a calendar year. Is that a strategy I'd recommend for most people? Not really, but if you really wanted diamond status with the program, you have a way to get that. You get the 4th night free when you're trying to book 4 nights with reward points. And in terms of multipliers, you get 26x back on IHG properties. And you get 5x back on a bunch of categories like travel, restaurants, as well as gas stations. And 3x back on everything else. Like with a lot of travel credit cards nowadays, you get $120 TSA PreCheck or global entry credit. And my recommendation is always use this credit for global entry because that includes TSA PreCheck. And you can also earn a $100 statement credit and 10,000 points after spending $20,000 on the credit card every single year. The other pretty cool thing about the credit card is even though it's a $99 annual fee credit card, it does not have any transaction fees when you're traveling abroad. So why did I choose this credit card at this time of the year? Like I mentioned, I have an upcoming trip to New York and I was looking at the number of properties that IHG has within the New York greater area territory. And it has quite a few. Now, a lot of them are Holiday Inns and Holiday Inn Express. but you can also find their luxury end properties like Intercontinental and Kimpton within the New York area. And if you do a quick search on their website around which properties are available within the 60,000 point threshold, you'll see that there are a few options, specifically the Even Hotel in New York Midtown East, which was available for about 48,000 points, and the Holiday Inn in Lower East Side, which was available for about 54,000 points. And these hotels can go between $150 to $300. So even if you use the base value of $150 for 5 nights, that's about $750. So it pays for the annual fee on the credit card about 7.5 times over. And most importantly, I'm not paying out of pocket for hotel stays or Airbnb stays when I'm in New York. The other reason I like this credit card is for $90 odd, it's a keeper card, like the Chase Hyatt card. You get a free anniversary night and you get a $50 United TravelBank credit. Now, even if you use 50% of that, you've more than made up the annual fee on the credit card. The last thing I want to talk about is which personas are a good fit for this credit card. The first persona that should clearly have this credit card is an IHG loyalist. Like I said before, if you're an IHG loyalist, irrespective of how many times you travel in the year, this card can come in handy. If you travel once a year, you can use the free anniversary night to make your stay worthwhile. And if you travel multiple times in a year, you can use the Platinum Elite status that you have with the credit card and the 60% bonus points that you get to accumulate a wealth of IHG points that you can use towards future stays. Not only that, if you're an IHG loyalist and this is the only credit card you're using for spending for the most part, you can also make your way to the Diamond status. The second persona this can be a decent fit for is the casual international traveler. If you are someone who travels once or twice a year internationally, this card can come in really handy. There are not going to be a lot of people who have platinum status with IHG when you're traveling abroad, especially to Asia. And so when you're traveling internationally once or twice a year, it makes your experience that much better if you can secure an upgrade. And again, the anniversary night is going to be a plus on top. And for that international flight, if you can somehow use United or United Partners Airline, you can subsidize about $50 of that cost. I also believe there's a third persona that this card is a good fit for, and that's someone who needs simplicity. So if you don't want to play the travel game of transferable currencies, figuring out which currencies transfer to which partners, and you want your life to be simple, getting this card as the only hotel card that you have can simplify your life massively. All the points that you'll earn on this credit card will be IHG points that you can use at IHG properties, which makes it much simpler for you. And avoiding the hassle of finding transferable currencies and knowing where to transfer them is gone. So I'm very excited about this acquisition and seeing what this card can do for me. And I'll report back on how some of these IHG properties fare in the greater New York area. But if you already have this credit card, let me know in the comments below what you think about it so far. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.